It is a great day here on Welcome to Our Community. I have the honor of being here with Ms. Jennifer Key with the Like Aiden Foundation. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
And we know that this foundation is all about your beautiful son, Aiden Cornwell. When reading about him, I realized that he was a boy's boy, out there, living life out loud in the outdoors. Let people know what you would like to know, them to know about your wonderful son.
Aiden was 13 when he was tragically killed in a hunting accident. He was in the 8th grade at Southeast Bullock. He truly loved any and everything outdoors. It didn't matter if it was hunting, fishing, just being outside with his beloved pet Pfeiffer, or if it were taking things apart, which most of the time they didn't need to be taken apart.
Just to inspect things,
yes. He loved, his mind still just amazed me at his age. He could build computers. He did that for the middle school. He could just, like I said, he would take things apart more than they needed to be. But he installed a dishwasher for me one time. He has rewired lights before. So his mind just worked differently, definitely than mine. But he just loved being outside. He loved to fish with his grandfather, with Dennis, and he just loved everything about outdoors. He was a true boy. He was mischievous. He was fun. He thought he was funnier than he probably was, which kept him in trouble at school. But he truly was, and I still wonder what he would have been doing, because he would have graduated this past May. So we just wonder where his mind would have taken him.
Right. Well, it's been, about 5 years now?
Yes.
For a little bit over 4 years.
It is, yes.
Let's go back to when this happened. Could you let people know, just how you felt, how you all have managed to, with this strength, to turn that tragedy and heartbreak into something so beautiful for the community, for strangers?
Because Aiden was killed in a hunting accident, it's just where we live in such a rural area, and hunting and guns are basically every day. It's just a way of life. Aiden's, grandparents hunted and their grandparents hunted, or, were around that area just because we are in rural South Georgia. But it happens everywhere. And, you take for granted, I think people become lax in their safety practices. And since Aiden's death, we were just determined to make this tragedy have a purpose, and for Aiden's death to have a purpose, and to help save other kids like Aiden. So when we created, my family and I created the foundation for Aiden, our main goal is the gun safety. But we also want to help put those kids through school. So we want to help educate them. We want to give them, the opportunity that they may not have, or just to help, because even if they do have hope, there's still so many other expenses. But our main goal is to save other kids through gun safety. And it's not just for the kids, it's just as a reminder also to the adults that, the proper way to handling guns. And our course is DNR led. They lead the hunter safety course, but we do a lot more than that, because they get hands-on. They get to learn boating safety, water safety, gun safety. They get to learn just in general about anything outdoors, where some kids aren't exposed to that. And with us doing the safety weekend that we do, they have that exposure. But it's that is our main goal, is not to have any more deaths like Aiden, and to save kids, just from them being in touch. Whether, Aiden wasn't with us when it happened, he was at a friend's house. So, it's just a reminder to everybody to be aware and to be more prevalent in their safety practices, so our kids can enjoy the outdoors and still come home.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you also are doing things like helping with scholarships as well. So also that dream that Aiden had, in terms of, it seems like he has more of had an engineering kind of mind.
That's what you're
describing.
That's what he told us. And both of his cousins, went into IT and engineering. So I'm sure that's where he got it from. But the scholarships, our intention was, when we started the foundation in '24, was to do one scholarship, $2,500. But we had such a huge response. We ended up giving over $10,000 in scholarships the first year. And it's not just for Bullock County, it's for any county in the region, in the viewing area. So anybody that has been accepted to a tech school or a university, anyone is able to apply for those scholarships, and it is open now through the middle of March for the 26 year. So we're just overwhelmed at how many. We had over 60 applications.
Wow.
And that was just, that was the first year, and we wanted it to be in 2025 because that's the year Aiden should have graduated high school.
You all have expanded the program from a little hunting safety to so many other things.
We needed a bigger area, a bigger facility, so we are going to be able to do more than just the gun safety. So children will be able to be exposed to water safety, boating safety, how to handle if there's a fire, if you build a fire, tent camping, just basics of outdoor. They'll be able to skeet shoot, hands-on target practice. They'll be able to fish. So we just wanted it to be an all wilderness, if you will, experience, anything outdoors. But it's not just instructional, because DNR does come in and do that, but we want them to have fun.
Right.
We want them to want to be outside and less inside and less phones and less video games.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
But just to get them outside and get them exposed, because a lot of kids don't have that opportunity. And so the camp is open. There's no charge for the camp, and it's open to any children in the area. So we usually take 5th grade and up, and last year we had anywhere from 5th grade to 17. So it's a very large, diverse group, and we have wonderful instructors. And so it's held the last weekend in June, just, to allow their kids to come out and experience all of these things, but also do it in the proper way and have the, DNR-led classes. So, I just think the more that we can reach in person and have hands-on, it just makes for a safer environment in general.